Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters all over the world, coming to you live from Sydney, Australia. It's winter, but it is a bit sunny today, so I thought I'd come outside to have a chat with you guys. I'm sure you guys have been keeping up with the recent news. It's been a crazy 24 hours. And subhanAllah, even though there's a lot going on with different world leaders, with different treaties and agreements and all kinds of things are happening on the political side of things, but what's actually happening and what's really dangerous is for us to forget about the victims. So when world leaders talk about things, discuss things, agree to things, we all sort of hang on the edge of our seats to see what's going to happen next and who's going to say what, who's going to do what next. But a lot of times it doesn't change the reality. And with MATWProject, we are really focused on the reality of the victims. We're focused on the reality of our brothers and sisters in Palestine, who their situation doesn't necessarily change every time one world leader or politician says or does something. Whether it's a positive or a negative, we need to always think about, and I encourage you guys as Muslims to always think about what's happening on the ground. Because the scenes that we're seeing in Palestine haven't really changed for the last month or so. We are seeing people getting told that there's going to be food distributions, there's going to be aid. Just the effort to go to these points of distribution is absolutely unbelievable. You're seeing oceans and oceans of people lined up, people trampling each other to get into the zone where they can get some kind of relief. And then obviously the amount of supply doesn't come anywhere close to meeting the demand of the brothers and sisters in Palestine who are looking for food, water, shelter, whatever they can get. So there's obviously it's the opposite of organized when it comes to the way these things are being carried out. It's really brutal. It's like something out of the Hunger Games, or it's like something out of one of these dystopian movies that they're being forced to endure for no good reason. And then when the aid distribution runs out, when it's finished, which happens very quickly, then we are seeing people are getting killed, people are getting massacred, and it's something that's happening again and again and again and again. And this is why it's important for us. It is, of course, important for us to keep up to date with the recent news, to be aware of what's happening in the world politically, to make dua for our brothers and sisters overseas. But it's really important for us to donate to make sure that we can still help. Now, I've mentioned so many times, and I'm going to keep on mentioning, that MATWProject has got 6 warehouses that we are controlling, that we are managing inside of Gaza. We started this situation more than 600 days ago with 1 or 2 warehouses. Now we've got 6 warehouses. Some of our properties, as you guys know, have been destroyed in the last 600 days. Well, it looks like a storm's coming. But we haven't stopped, and we keep increasing our capacity to do as much good as we can possibly do and to procure goods from inside of Gaza so that we can distribute them. So whatever it is that's finding its way into Gaza through whatever channels, we have an opportunity through our networks, through our team, who has been live inside of Gaza since COVID, since 2021 or 2020, whenever that was, and we're able to procure those things and distribute them out. So right now there's an urgent need for a few things. The main one is food, the second one is baby formula, the third one is shelter. So we're really talking about the most basic things. If you studied that Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the most basic things that people need to survive. The one that really gets me is baby formula, because I really can't imagine anything worse than having an infant child and not being able to give them any kind of sustenance and to watch them fade away. It's one of the most horrific things. Now, we guys we've seen horrific, and we've almost gotten used to horrific over the last 600 days. But this is really the test for us. You know, there's been other generations before us. I was thinking about this at Fajr time today. There's been other generations before us that their test was to build, and building was what was needed at the time. There's been other generations that their test was to expand and to open up new territories. Maybe the test of our generation is this humanitarian aid. Maybe we need to keep providing humanitarian aid so that there is still a Palestinian people at the end of this situation, and that they still they still endure, and they still continue, and they still seek justice even after all this is over. Wallahi, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows these things. But when we meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we're going to say that we did everything that we could do, or we did some of the things that we could do, or we didn't do much at all. So the reward is up for grabs for every single one of us who cares about the people of Palestine to keep on donating. And we've made donating very easy. You can choose an amount, and you can choose for that amount to be monthly or weekly or every 2 weeks or whatever sort of frequency you like. But this is one of the things that makes it easier. So rather than you having to go to MATWProject, the website, or click the links every time you want to donate, it's already done for you. And I really encourage everyone to do that, because I know your generosity is not going to run out, but sometimes the busyness of life gets in the way. We have families, we have children, we have work, we have chores, and sometimes these things don't let us donate as often as we would like. So automating that giving is really one of the best things that you can do, inshallah. I do urge everyone to keep in touch with what's happening in the world, but also don't forget, no matter what is happening among leaders or among discussions with those leaders, there is still the reality of the situation on the ground, that people need food, people need water, and babies need baby formula every single day. And we are counting on you guys. We're counting on the MATW Project Global family to help us make sure that we save as many lives as possible, inshallah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let us see a peaceful and a just and a fair ending to everything that we've all been living through for the last 600 days, and to restore justice and peace everywhere in the world, inshallah. Please keep the people of Palestine in your du'as. Please give generously to matwproject.org and help us do as much as we can. When all this is over, we want to rebuild, and we want to make sure that the Palestinian people, their lives get restored, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.